See it.
Hello, everyone. I want to thank you guys tonight. Thank you for coming for Krystle's coming out party. This is her launch party, her ribbon cutting. We're actually launching her business today, and she wanted to make sure she shares it with you, beautiful people. I want to say hello. Can we all unmute and just say hi to Miss Krystle? I don't even know who this is, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I don't know this Krystle. No, no. I don't know
Hey,
about this.
Yura. Hey.
Hey,
Chris.
hey, hey,
Hey,
hey.
hey,
Hey,
Krystle. You look so beautiful, boo.
thank
Gorgeous.
you.
Gorgeous.
I did not know who this was. I was like, hi, how you doing? Krystle will be here soon. I'm here texting her like, you have guest. And it's her. So I want to make sure I say hello and hi, Miss Krystle. Welcome to the team. Well, we're here to officially celebrate and cut the ribbon to her business. And she invited all of you, and I'm so happy and blessed to be here with her and with you guys today. So today I'm going to be doing teaching you guys three concepts that are very important to all of us. And before I do that, though, I want to let you guys know the amazing job that Krystle is doing. Krystle has, as an agent, when I first met her, I was already surprised by her. I mean, we had a conversation. She caught me while actually I decided to call her, and she picked up while I was in the bank, and we actually got to really share different ideas as to why she wanted to be in this business. And her heart is in it for the right reasons. All she ever wants to do is help people and make sure that she puts them in a better position. That's what we're all about. So it was easy to say yes to her and bring her onto the business. And ever since then, uh, the woman, I don't know how she does it. She's with the babies all the time. She gives her time to us, and she also gives her time to you guys. And I don't know how she juggles this. It's mind-boggling how women can do all this at the same time. I'm almost envious. So I'll just start there. But with these three concepts you're going to learn today, you're going to be able to understand how money grows, how it is taxed, and also different vehicles that you could maneuver and take advantage of, which is not only advantageous to you, but those that you know. So the point of this is not only for this might not be for each and every one of you, but it will be for somebody that you might come across in your circles of life that you could always lead them in the direction of Krystle so she's able to help them. Okay. So let me start by sharing my screen. And if you guys could take over, I am sharing I gave co-host to some of you guys, just let people in. I would appreciate that and just make sure they're muted. So we're gonna start by talking about some financial concepts. Let me take this down. All right. First of all, our vision is very simple. We just want to help people achieve the life of their dreams and empower families to dream big. The dream has been taken away lately, but we still have the opportunities to dream big and change and achieve everything we want to, at least financially. One of the most common these are the most common financial concerns. And it's funny, 2 days ago, I actually ran into someone that actually has one of these major concerns because one of them, and I'll start this time off by saying outliving their money. People are living longer. They got to make sure they have money to retire, and that's one of the things we help with. But also, there's market losses, inflation, which is ridiculous in the United States of America, the rising of taxes. What happens if we become disabled? How do we leave a legacy for our family? How do we manage debt? That's not something that's always taught to us. I mean, my parents didn't teach me how to live debt. They were robbing from Peter to pay Paul. And that's how I learned at first. And it took me time to understand how to manage my own debt. And just basically making indecision. Now, out of looking at these, which one of these concerns you the most? Everyone has a different concern. Let me tell you some things that we do to give you strength and empowerment when it comes to these things. One of them is we actually do 401ks and IRA rollovers. What's that mean? That means some of you have 401ks sitting in a certain situation. We're able to make sure that we get you bonuses and move your money in a place that's more advantageous to you, where you can actually make more money on your own money, your hard work, the money that you work so hard to get. We teach you about debt relief, credit repair, how to get student loan forgiveness. We also help you create your own pensions. not the pensions that are given to you by your corporation or by good old Social Security. College funding. Whoop, let me go back. No, 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 those are important. College funding. Long-term care, which is something that's really not looked at as much, but it's very important. Immediate insurance, final expense concierge. We have programs with that, digital vaults, wills, and trust. And this is just to name a few. So here's the three major concepts that we teach, especially we use them to help us and help our clients. One is the rule of 72. That's going to teach you how long it takes your money to multiply. Another thing we're going to teach you is the three ways, as I said before, how money grows, and the three ways that money is taxed. So let's start with the rule of 72. There's a simple rule. It's not my rule. It's Einstein that came up with this. Um, it's real simple. You take 72 divided by whatever the interest rate is, and that's how long it's going to take your money to double. So, does anyone here know how much your bank gives you an interest to keep your money with them?
Zero
Anyone?
point zero one.
Absolutely. That's very close. Yeah. And in a good case, whoever said 0.01, that's in a
Right.
good situation. Most banks give you 0.001, which is a fraction of a penny. You're at a penny. That's pretty good. Chase, I know, does about 0.01. So that is absolutely right. We're going to be nice in this example, and we're going to say that the banks give you 1%, right? So let's say you go to a bank and you put away $10,000. That means it's going to take you 72 years to have that 10,000 turn to 20,000. You know what's the kicker? They're going to charge you tax because you grew too much money. So that's one of the crazy parts. We are able to put you in vehicles that grow at 4%, 6%, 12%, and now even further than that. Because now a lot of the plans we have are uncapped, meaning whatever the market is doing, you could take advantage of that and still have your money protected. So that's one of the concepts that we use when we're helping our clients is the rule of 72. Make sure we put them in vehicles that are going to grow anywhere from 4% and up. This is just a little story on how you're going to be taxed, which I'm gonna go over right now, and I'm gonna tell you what the bad news is. Tax payment is required on one of these three phases. You got the $5 phase, $10 phase, and the $20 phase. Here's the good news. The choice, that's the one thing that you still have. The choice is yours. So here, let me give you some of the story, what the strategies are. So one of the ways we get taxed, these kind of things, they're called, let me move the arrow sometimes, CDs, stocks, crypto, bank accounts. Those are all taxed now. Now you have the tax later or tax deferred. That's the vocabulary they like to use. You got your 401ks, 457, 403bs, IRAs, and pensions. All that is, let me move this. I see some of you are trying to see it, but some reason that there it goes. Stay there. Okay. And pensions. All that is that they tax you on the harvest as opposed to taxing you on the seed. So what the government does is let your money grow, right? Without charging you any taxes. So as your money grows, we have an illusion of thinking, oh man, we're gonna have all this money, $500,000 to retire. If we don't spend too much, we stay on our lifestyle, we'll be able to retire with $500,000. Wrong. Before you get to enjoy your money, 30% must go to the good old United States of America. And depending what state you live in, your state has to have their hand in your pocket too. You almost lose anywhere from 40 to 50% of your hard-earned money that they let grow. They charge you at the harvest. They don't want it at the seed level. It's not enough. So that's the tax later. Then you have the tax advantages. And the tax advantages, you have minimums, you have cash value life insurance, which people don't understand this, but we teach it, and Roth IRAs. These are taxed later or they have a tax never in a lot of the cases, and especially in the way we help people out, meaning they're tax free. Where is your money growing? If you never knew, you're gonna find out right now. You always gotta know where you're putting, what buckets are you putting your money in? 9 times out of 10, if we're in a 401k, which is what they teach us and what they give us, we're in what I like to call a heart attack. That is variable. That means it could be up one day, down one day, up one day, down one day. Sometimes it goes so far down, it takes years to recover. Everybody remember the market crash? I mean, it destroyed the real estate industry. The only people that were safe were the people that had their money in index funds, things that people don't even, a lot of people don't know exist. Index works like this. That's the $5 bucket. The way it works is it takes advantages of all the gains of the stock market. They mirror the stock market. They don't literally put your money in the stock market. The companies are able to use a strategy they have to mirror the stock market. And what it does is it goes up with the stock market, right? It used to go up to a ceiling of 12. In some cases, we had plans that were 21, and now we have plans that are unlimited. So that means it goes up with the stock market as high as it goes. And when the market starts to go down, it locks your money, protects your money. So you will never see the downside of market. It does downside market protection. All right. The only thing the only thing I see that's negative to this is that you have to qualify for it. That's the only major thing. But it goes up with the market, protected from market loss. And then once the market starts to go up again, guess what? Your money starts to grow with the market once again. So that is your $5 bucket, the tax never column. And we'll talk a little bit more about these. How much are you willing to lose? See, it depends how young you are. This question is very important depending on your age. The older we are, the less time we have to give the market time to recover. See, those of us that were, let's say, in our 50s, 40s, I'll say 40s in 2008, when the market hit, that was a real problem, even till this day for them, because they're still not where they should be due to the way it recovers. It loses way more than you can ever get back in a decade's worth of time. So it's very important for you to know where you're putting your money. That's all this slide is showing you, the difference. So you can see the gains and the losses don't really match. You lose 10%, yeah, you can gain 11, but then you notice 20, 25. It starts to really, there's a big discrepancy, and getting your money back is not easy. So the three modern ways we help families is real simple. One, we protect your income. We want to make sure that the money you're making, you're able to protect it from any type of loss. Two, we guarantee income for life. Our plans help you create a stream of income for the rest of your life, or let's say until age 90 minimum, okay? Lastly, this is the secret one. This is the one that they don't tell us about. Tax-free. We have ways for you to save your money tax-free. Still have access to it as well with no penalties. Particular plan that I am talking about, I'm showing you some of the benefits right now. We call it alert plan. And I'll tell you why, because it's protected by the first two letters. It's life insurance retirement plan. That's all LIRP stands for. All right. So being that it is a life insurance plan, it's protected from taxes. Retirement because it got high yield, meaning excuse me a second, it gets high interest, much higher than a bank. And it's a plan because it does more than one thing. So in one of the parts, the index savings that you have, you got minimum guarantees. That means there's a minimum of growth guaranteed. There's only upside protection potential. Guess what? I love this word, tax-free access. No mandatory withdrawals. That means if in some plans, I'm not sure if you're aware, but in certain plans, if you put in too much money, you are told you need to take money out. I can tell you that exists in 403Bs with teachers. They could only put so much money. If you got too much money, you have to take money out. They limit you on how much your money can grow as well. There's no 59 and a half rule. That means if you decide to retire early at the age of 55, you can retire and you can touch your money. You don't have to wait an additional 4.5 years to touch your money. And guess what? There's no risk. There's multi-use of opportunities for this. Families could use them for retirement, college savings, supplemental savings, etc. The list goes on. A lot of these plans lately we call it $1 million baby, but lately a lot of people, instead of doing 529s, for those of you that don't know what a 529 is, that's a college savings fund. That's money you put away for your child to go to college. Now, here's the kicker. If your child decides not to go to college, which now you know there's a lot more people becoming entrepreneurs, even through social media. You got 13-year-olds making millions of dollars through social media. You think those people want to go to college? Most likely not. Guess what? If your parents have been saving money in this 529, you just put all that money away and you can't use it. All you could do is hand it down to another child. If you're in my situation where I only have one child and he didn't go to college and I had a 529 plan, I'm going to be taxed harder to take that money out of there than the money I put in. I'm going to lose at least 40, I'm going to lose 40 to 50% of the money I put in there just because my son decided not to go to college. I think that's unfair. So a lot of parents, what they do is they get plans like this, where the child can use it for either college, setting up a business, or just living their life, depending how they're set up. I think that's very powerful. Again, no risk. Best of all, IRS cannot touch it. It's actually yours. It's like the commercial. It's my money and I want it now. It's yours. That's right. It's all yours. Lastly, you got insurance protection. God forbid you end up critical, chronic, or terminal. You're going to get a payout. There's a payout. So let's say you end up terminal, like my brother did, that ended up in hospice. He was given a sentence of 9 months or less to live. If he would have had one of these plans, my mom or myself would have had a lump sum of money to be able to bury him or do whatever we wanted. We could have thrown him a party. Doesn't matter. Because it would have been accessible and it would have been given to him because he was terminal. 90% of his account would have been given to us. Now, if you end up chronic, right? That means you have a chronic illness for up to you can continue to get paid. I tell people to imagine this almost as disability insurance, but not really. So I just make it easier for you to imagine it rather than get really technical. In the next slide, I'll get more technical. And lastly, if you end up critical, you also actually terminal, you get access up to 100% in the company that we like to use, and 90% if you end up critical. Lastly, the last benefit, the fourth biggest benefit, is that it also helps you as life protection, life insurance. You are able to transfer wealth or leave your family in a better position that you were left in because you had a plan such as this one. Here's a scenario. I want to give you a case study just so you can understand it. You can do the math. It's been done. Take a screenshot. Feel free. It's okay. This is based on a 40-year-old teacher, okay, that's putting $6,000 away. And I'll tell you why that number $6,000 a year is used as the example, because that's usually what teachers use is a Roth IRA because it's tax deferred and it got better tax advantages than a typical IRA. But the maximum amount you could put away is $6,000. That's it. So if you're a single teacher, 30 years old, have no responsibility, live in a 1-bedroom, you can put away more than $6,000, but not in this account. They only let you take that much advantage of it, up to $6,000 a year. So we have a tax later, which is a Roth. They don't want to put it there. But this teacher in total makes $162,000 on a qualified plan. That's what she's going to put in, or he, doesn't matter. Now they're making $30,000 a year. Uncle Sam, right before that, got to get their cut of their paycheck. So that's about $7,500. And I'm doing this at a moderate 25%. I think we pay more than that in taxes. That's why we look forward to tax season when we get some of it back. So in total, really, this teacher is making $22,500 in net income. After 5 years and 4 months of retired at the age of 67. Does anybody know what the normal age of retirement used to be? Anybody? I know there's some retirees here. I know.
65.
Yep, 65. Guess what? Not anymore. It's 67. They need us to work 2 extra years. That's isn't that funny? 2 extra years just to be able to equate to what that's due to inflation, by the way. So after 5 years, 4 months, by the time this teacher was 72 years old, guess what? This person went back to work. This is the person you see in front of Walmart saying, "Welcome to Walmart." Because they had to go back to work just to be able to pay their bills. In total income of $21,500. The tax they paid was what some good people now with good jobs would get in a year. $40,500 was taken in taxes. Uncle Sam said, hold on, give me the loot. They wanted their money first. Now let's go into a tax never account. This is why we try to catch and teach people this method before they start investing into their 401ks, preferably, or tell them to stop investing there and start investing in something like this. Because this teacher here, same situation, almost $600,000 in total in alert plan. At age 67, you take away the $30,000 a year, right, of income. Zero was paid in taxes, right? Because there's no taxes here. So guess what? This person was able to live up to age 85. At the age of 85, they passed away. But when they retired at 67, they were receiving $30,000 a year. This is not Social Security. This is on top of Social Security. This is a stream of income they created with their alert plan of $30,000 a year for 18 years, equaling over $500,000. And then when they died, they still created a legacy for their family by leaving over $250,000. Guess what? It was also tax-free. So in total amount of income, almost $1 million, $801,777. No taxes paid. Same situation, same person, just a different situation. It's where you put your money. Now here's the living benefits more defined. So the living benefits, terminal, we already know they're telling you less than 12 months to live. But now what is critical, Leo? Well, critical is something that happens to you, but you can recover from. So if two of these six things cannot be accomplished by you without assistance, there is a payout for you. Now, I don't know about you guys, but when I was young, I didn't know anybody that had cancer. Now, the statistics are 1 out of every 4 people you know will either have cancer or will have cancer. That's the statistics. That's scary to me. That is very scary. And not only scary, I could almost vouch that 1 out of 4 people I have known, I've heard the cancer word more often than I would like to. And I'm talking about anything as simple as basal skin cancer all the way down to lung cancer. It's just cancer. Well, guess what? If that person has one of these plans, they're going to be able to be taken care of with some money while they're alive. And that money could be used for health insurance premiums, to take care of adult daycare, nursing home care, lost wages, mortgage protection, to pay your bills. Because you know there's 2 names in this world that we will always say. We will always say Jesus, and we will always say Bill. You're just going to, they will never go away. Jesus and Bill are always going to be there. So we got to make sure we take care of bills, and that can be done with this plan. And you do not lose access to your plan. The truth of the matter is you could use this money for anything. I even put the word entertainment. If that's what you chose, I tell you right now, if my mom had one of these plans, my mom is dangerous. My mom goes to the casino every Sunday in Yonkers. I call the casino her boyfriend. I know she would use this money for entertainment. The people in my team know that I say my mom is with her boyfriend. They know that that's code for the casino. Every Sunday, like clockwork, 1 o'clock, I can call her now and prove it to you. That's just who she is. Out of this list, every time she hears me, when I was practicing how to say this, she would say, just tell people entertainment. And I try to tell her not everybody thinks like you. So at the end of the day, you could use it for anything. Now, the thing we do with financial empowerment is we give you all of you here, including you, Miss Hicks, even though you did it already, you're still going to do it again. Because now we're going to be able to also do, yeah, she smiles at me. We're going to be able to do what we call EFA. All of you, just for attending today, get a free EFA, okay? That's an expert financial analysis. We're going to be able to tell you, according to what you tell us, give you a questionnaire, and we're going to show you your pitfalls. All an EFA is a GPS for your finances. We're going to show you where you're at, and you're going to be able to make decisions to move in the direction you want to according to your goals. So you thank you. Let's give it up for Krystle. Thank you. Just so you know, an EFA from a professional that, like we are licensed professionals, that alone goes for anywhere between $2,000 to $4,000. look it up. I did. That's why it's very imperative that you know what it is that you're receiving. And that's gonna help you understand what you're spending, because sometimes we spending money, we don't even know what we're spending it on. Let's just be real. But you'll be able to know if your money's going towards your financial. We're gonna be able to teach you your financial education. We're gonna be able to teach you how to increase your cash flow. We're gonna be able to give you some tidbits on eliminating your debt, properly protecting you and your family. Just because you have one life insurance plan doesn't mean that you're really properly protected. Just so you're aware, the man that's talking to you right now has four that all have a different purpose. And that's four on one end, and then I got two final expense. So you got to be able to cover all the money that you're making while you're alive to be able to leave that or create a legacy for your future. And that's what we're able to do. We're properly protecting you. We're teaching you how to build wealth. I don't know about you guys, but I something really excites me about knowing that I'm changing the definition of my last name for my son. What my mom handed down to me, I multiplied, took that and flipped it. So my son's not ever gonna live the life that I did when I was younger, because I now I have something that my mom did not have. I have the education to do that. I have my GPS. I know how to get to where I'm going from point A to point B. I making sure that I learn, and that's exactly what we're gonna teach you, how to build wealth. Not only build it, but how do you keep it? How do you stay wealthy? You know, right now they have a survey that if they just randomly gave 9 people $1 million, they would be broke within a year. You know why that is? Because they don't know how to maintain the wealth. And we're able to teach you that. Most importantly, I don't know too many people, especially outside of the business, that actually have an emergency fund. That if the car breaks down, the roof goes out, the boiler goes out, they don't have to worry about going to Peter to pay Paul. There's not too many people like that. Most people, and the people that do have an emergency fund, I guarantee you, you're other people's emergency fund. You're the person they're going to call when their roof goes out, their boiler goes out, their transmission in the car goes out. You are the emergency fund. Those are the people you should be sending over to Krystle so she can help them create an emergency fund and make sure they don't put you as their emergency fund on their phone. I'm just saying. So the next steps are plain and simple, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute. All right. The next steps are simple. Krystle's going to definitely be getting in touch with all of you to schedule your free EFA. We have some time right now for some questions, comments, or concerns. So please feel free to ask them. And we're also going to do a giveaway. I got to set up the pinwheel. So I want to make sure I get all the names correct. So let me set that up first. But please feel free to ask some questions, comments, or concerns regarding anything that was said or shared today. Anyone, please. The floor is yours. Just unmute. A do 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 do. Oh man, no questions. Was I that good or was it that clear? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I think I saw mom and dad here. Is mom and dad here with us today, Krystle?
Yes, they are.
I know I saw someone that looks just like you, Marcia. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them active. They were having a whole conversation, and I saw is that daddy?
Yeah, my dad is a numbers guy, so he was the one who
Oh
answered
yeah, he was
as far
going.
as the bank.
Mm-hmm.
As far
So
as
I told you
the
about
bank.
that. All right. So let me put mom's name first there. I saw a hand up. Ashley. Yes, Ashley. If you can either write your question or just unmute
Hey,
yourself. What are you doing?
okay, so I already have a LIRP. Um, and I wanted to know, can you pull out money from there to say pay off debt of any kind?
Yes, one of the things you should do, I will tell you this, it's preferable that you do a policy review to make sure we know what plan you have. I don't know what company you have it with. Every company has its own nick and knack. And the best thing we could do is just, by the way, policy reviews are absolutely free. One of the things we could tell is one, if you have an old plan or a new plan, and we're able to assist with that. And then I could tell you by depending on what you have, what you can and cannot do. That's definitely something that can be covered during your one-on-one when you sign up your appointment. Do you know the company you have it with?
Yeah, I have it with Equitable.
Okay, so you have with Equitable, you have an IUL.
Is that a question?
Yeah, I'm asking you a question because I'm making sure because AXA is Equitable. Equitable AXA.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
they usually
100%
do.
sure if I have with your IUL.
That's not a problem. Yeah, that's I'll tell you why why you saw my face even though it seems to be delayed. I used to have AXA Equitable. They do retirement funds for teachers. AXA Equitable, they merged. What are the things you will need or you should have with you? I am an expert at reading that. When you set up your appointment, make sure you have your statement and I could show you everything that you can and cannot do and if there's a penalty. What do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking?
Okay. I actually run my own business full time. I own a virtual assistant agency.
Got it. Okay, so I have an idea which plans you might have. That's good. Thank you. I appreciate that. So when you set up your one-on-one, just make sure you have your statement, okay?
My statement from the LIRP.
Yeah, yes. Yes. Your
Okay.
statement,
All
once
right.
I
Thank
know
you.
that just by the numbers on the front, the letters, I'll be able to know a lot, but when I see your statement, I'll be able to tell you what you could and cannot do. Well, you can do anything, but what you'll be less penalized
Thank you.
if there's any penalties. Okay, no problem. I think I got all the names,
Okay.
but I'm gonna need you guys a little of. I'm gonna need some of your help. Well, no, I'm nowhere near there. Is Marcy? Where's Marcy? There is a Marcy here. Okay, it's not the same person.
There are
Okay,
two.
Marcy is
Yeah.
Marcy is not Mar. All right, got it. Just want to make sure I put the right names here. Please feel free to continue to ask questions while I type these names down. Oh, names are moving here. Okay. Anybody else have any questions? That's another thing we do just to answer some of that. We actually also do policy reviews. It's great to know where you're standing in order to know what movements you're gonna make. Oh, Robertson, that's hubby. No. Put in there.
That's his dad.
I'm looking at the names, they're starting to show up, so I want to make sure I put everybody's name. And any other questions? I think there's now I'm gonna share my screen shortly and you guys gotta tell me if you see your name or if you don't, because as you guys are coming in and out of the room, the names are moving on me. So please tell me if you don't see your name and then tell me. I'm gonna share the screen now. We got a lady uptown in the building. Let's see what's going on. Share screen. Okay. All right. So is there a name I'm missing? Please let me know. Is there somebody here that their name is not on the board? All the names are written here.
I can't see. I don't know.
I don't, this is
Um,
Shira. I don't think I see my name.
And Leo, take Kavadas off.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Oh, yeah. He tried to sneak in there. I see him.
Kiela and Julia's
I-
present.
Who? Oh, they okay. These are the names we got here.
Yes.
All
Jasmine?
right. Who?
Jasmine?
Jasmine. Did I
Or
spell that right?
Jasmine?
Did I spell that right?
No, it's MENE, the last.
MENE, like that.
Yes.
All right. Any other names before we go? I can't see all the names on the screen, so all I see is the board right now because I'm
Sarah.
sharing.
Oh, you
So
could put
Sarah, I mean,
put Casey.
you could, yeah, Casey.
Got it.
And Valerie.
Did I spell it right?
Yes.
And
Beautiful.
Vanessa. Oh,
Okay.
Anyone else? We don't want to miss anyone.
Vanessa.
There's someone named Luna in the chat.
Oh, Luna's one of ours.
There we go. Wait. Marcia Wiley.
Is there more than one Marcia?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you can put W for one.
Vanessa Jackson.
is there more than one Vanessa? Because I got Vanessa down here.
No, I think it's only one.
Okay. So we got, just to make sure, we got Marcia Wiley, Marcia, Ashley, Alberto, Brittany, I think Brittany,
Yes.
Sierra, Isaiah, Julius, Keela,
Kiela.
Kayla, Ron, Marcy. So there's two Marcias and a Marcy, correct?
No, you can take off. You can take off either Marcia at the top or take that one off because it's a. So you could just delete that Marcia. Yeah. Okay.
Then we got Michelle, Shanice, Shira, Jasmine, Casey, Valerie, Vanessa.
I didn't see Carol.
You wanna come?
Is that Carol with a C or Carol with a K?
See,
Come on.
That's because some of you have iPhone. I don't know who iPhone is. Got it. So we got CAROL, Carol. Gotcha.
correct.
Anyone else? Going once, going twice.
Well, I had a
All right.
question.
Yes, sir.
I'm concerned about this new administration, taxes, and it seems like it's going to go up and up. I know, I'm not afraid, but I'm concerned. So could you kind of give me some idea about what this new administration, how he's going to be dealing with these taxes and how much? I'm gonna say it: the rich are not paying as much taxes as we are. They barely seldom pay taxes. So I'm just concerned about the tax situation. Okay.
I'm happy that you would ask such a question. And I'm glad that you say that. See, one of the things we do is avoid having to give control to the administration. See, we as financial consultants what we do is try to keep our clients and ourselves away from having the risk of falling into the pressures of whatever the administration does. One of the things that we do is get involved in things that are tax-free. As far as telling you about the administration, I could tell you right now, I don't think the administration knows what the administration is doing. So there's no way I can give you insight on that. All I can tell us is to protect ourselves is what we need to do. And one of the things, the way we protect ourselves is making sure that we take care of our funds, our money, and stop worrying about pensions, Social Security, or the government paying for us when we get ready to retire or when we pass away. I have an aunt and uncle. I just lost my aunt, and on my birthday, February 20th. And my aunt, her sister, had the audacity to tell me that it's my fault that I didn't give her more coverage, yet they didn't want to pay for more. And they said, don't worry about it. We're going to have Social Security bury her. And I said, good luck. Because when my brother and my father died, they only gave me a check for $255. If I'm anybody, the best advice I can give anybody is to make sure that you protect yourself and your family, and most importantly, your hard-earned money from the administration. I hope that answers your question and helps your concern, sir.
Very good. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
That.
All right.
This is Krystle's dad.
Oh, I can tell you the numbers guy. I saw you. I saw you looking at Mama saying, "Oh yeah, you heard what he said. That's right. I saw you. I was watching you." So we're gonna see, and we're gonna see who the first winner is. Krystle. Wait. Let me shuffle the names here so it's a little more fair. And we're rolling. Oh!
Kiela won.
Kayla. So Kayla, make sure that you see Krystle and book your appointment. At your appointment, she'll make sure to take care of you. We got, what is it, 2 more, Krystle?
Yes.
All right, so we're gonna remove Kayla, so it's fair. Let's shuffle the names up again. And let's go. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep the wheeler rolling. Isaiah.
You can do it again. That's my brother. Do it again.
We're gonna
Okay then.
I love you.
I know.
That is hilarious. I love you. You're getting robbed. I'm giving it to somebody more worthy. Like Vanessa.
Uh-oh. Is it still
Ooh,
going?
Vanessa.
Woohoo!
Vanessa is number 2. Make sure you see Krystle, and she'll make at your appointment. She will take care of you. And let's
Happily.
go for one more. Let's mix it up twice. Let's mix it up a few and go. That one took a hard spin. Okay. Oh, it's Julius. You better not say that's my brother.
No, but are Julius and Kayla together? I feel like I want to make sure.
We are
I would
together
have.
separate.
Oh, they're in the same car. No, that doesn't count. Goodbye. One gift per household.
Couple, like, you know.
Y'all got some luck over there.
I know. Y'all need to play the lottery. It's Miss Hicks.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
All right, Miss Hicks. Make sure you sign up for your calendar date with Krystle, and she will take care of you.
Awesome.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, do you have any final questions, comments, or concerns?
Very good information.
I appreciate you, Pops. Love it. Thank you. Now let's give it up for Krystle.
How do we sign up with Krystle?
Oh, Krystle's going to be sending you a link. Actually, she's going to be calling and sending you guys a link to put yourself on her calendar. And that's what's going to be happening next. Right after we hang up here, she's going to be taking care of that. Yes, I can't wait. Oh, okay. So Krystle's going to be getting in touch with each and every one of you. And as a matter of fact, I think we even have pictures of who showed up. So with that being said, that's how she's going to be getting in touch with you. It's going to be at your convenience. So please, if you need anything, any appointments past 9:30, make sure you let us know, because we do have people that work, that could only have freedom at 2 a.m. I'm not opposed to helping her out with those appointments as well. So please just reach out to her, and actually she's going to reach out to you. Do any of you have any other comments, questions, or concerns?
Yeah, how do I get the policy review that you talked about?
You set up the appointment with Krystle, and that's exactly what we'll do at that point. Especially when you set up the appointment with her, you let her know that that's what you definitely need, is a policy review.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Any other questions, comments, or concerns? Thank you for all the info from Michelle. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been an honor, a pleasure, and a privilege to sit here with you guys today and give you all this wonderful information. I want to thank you. And before you leave, I would like you guys to all unmute, and let's just congratulate Krystle on finally cutting the ribbon to her business.
Congratulations, Krystle.
That's
You better do it,
Chris.
girl.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I want to say my brother Alberto Cox, he just congratulated me. He's actually the one who pushed me to get my license. So thank you, brother, big brother. I appreciate you. And I love you.
Oh, man, I'm glad I didn't stop the recording for that one. Oh, my God. That's, look, you got mama blushing. She's like, my kids love each other. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you all have a good night. Thank you for coming out. Be blessed.
Be
Good
blessed
night.
too.
Thank you.
God bless y'all. I appreciate it.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.